Progress.
Hello, everyone. We are back with another episode of Mellow Musings. What is Mellow Musings? Let me tell you about it. We have this society called MELOW, the multi-ethnic literatures of the world, study of the multi-ethnic literatures of the world. And this is a society that came into being in 1997, as early as 1997. So for the last 28 years, we have been very active. It's a literature-based society. We have international conferences. We invite speakers. We give prizes to youngsters. We bring out a journal. We do a lot of other activities. So far, we've had 26. Yes, 26 international conferences. And our next conference is going to be in Srinagar. The last one was in Nepal. So welcome to this edition of Mellow Musings. Mellow Musings is something that we have started very recently. So it is just the 7th episode, but we have a long road ahead, and I'm sure we are going to do very well with your support, with the support of all the people who've logged in today, all the people who watch us online. These episodes are recorded, and later on they are uploaded on YouTube and shared on social media. Our aim is to bring people together, to bring minds together, and to remain connected, discussing things that we think are worth sharing. And today, the topic that we have is something that interests all of us, because we know that in this world, which is rapidly changing, there are so many things that happen every day. And we have been hit lately over the last few years. We have been hit as if by a blizzard called artificial intelligence. We are reeling under the impact of this blizzard. We are trying to get our bearings. We are trying to get our balance. I know some of us find it very difficult. I have seen some of my colleagues sink into depression because they cannot keep pace with the changes that are happening. There are other people, there are youngsters who take to it like a fish takes to water, and they are very comfortable with it. But by and large, we do not really understand what artificial intelligence is all about. We know that it is something new. We know that it is a change that is coming around. It's a change that's happening in the world. And you know what they say about changes? They say that the old order changeth, yielding place to new. The old order changeth, yielding place to new. And the gods fulfill themselves in many ways, lest one good custom should corrupt the world. Now, what is the good custom? Was it the earlier way we used to live, or is it the new way of life that is being ushered in? That is for us to decide. Of course, they can be good on both sides. But anyway, now we have to deal with it, and most of us here are students and scholars of literature. Our field is very different from machines, very different from machine learning, very different from, well, I must say we have adapted to computers, we have picked up a lot. But then there is so much happening every day. And we have today somebody who is going to tell us what the changes are in the world of artificial intelligence, what is new, how can we relate to artificial intelligence as students and scholars of literature? What is the relationship between artificial intelligence and human arts, creativity? How can we use it? How can we use it? And then what is the ethicality? I'm sure there must be some ethics involved if we are making use of machines to do our work for us. There is that question of ethics that comes in. So, all this we are going to discuss today. And the speaker that we have, we couldn't have found a better person. He is there on the screen with you. He is Dr. Amar Raj Singh. Welcome, Dr. Amar Raj Singh. How are you?
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Dr.
so much,
Manju.
Doctor.
I'm so great. I'm doing great. Yeah.
Yeah, I must tell everyone that Dr. Amar Raj Singh is a professor working in Himachal in Shulini University, where I had the pleasure of teaching for 3 years. And I watched him whenever I could when he was not glued to his computer. He is an expert in his field and he has an answer to all the questions that are there at the back of our minds. He keeps a very low profile, surprisingly low, in spite of the fact that he knows so much about his subject. So we are here to learn from you, Amar Raj. We are here to learn from you, and we'd really be happy if you could address the few points that we have at the back
Sure.
of our mind. Now, in conversation with you will be Professor Debarati. Debarati, will you come onto the screen, please? Yeah. Now, this is Professor Debarati Bandyopadhyay, and she is one of the oldest members of our society. She is also the vice president of MELOW, and in that capacity, she has been attending all our conferences. So Shanti Niketan Vishwa Bharati, in any case, it's a university that we are all familiar with. It's doing very well and it makes its employees work very hard. So we are lucky we got Debarati to be in conversation with you. So Debarati,
Excellent.
this is
Yes.
Dr. Amarraj. Dr. Amarraj, this is Debarati. Now, before you begin the conversation, Amarraj would you like to say something to the
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
out there?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dr. Manju. You have spoken so much of me. I'm nowhere near that. So basically, I would like to brief my introduction. So what actually I am doing. So I am working in Shulni University, and by profession, I am a mechanical engineer. The last programming language I learned was a basic and Fortran. If anybody knows about the languages of computers, these days there is C, there is Python, and such
Mhm.
very common names which you must be aware of. Basic and Fortran was very primitive form of languages. I do not know coding, second thing. And I just what I know is how to use artificial intelligence to uh, improve productivity, to inculcate this in daily lives of our various fields. Like I use it for while creating, I have a hobby of creating video content. So I use these tools to create some content for me. I use in my workplace. to create some policies, to create, to skim through content, to summarize, to go through quickly. For example, I was filing for a joint project with a foreign university. They had sent this whole project details, their brochures, and everything. So I compiled everything and created a custom GPT and just chatted with that, and back and forth. It gave me information from that particular data only. So that's what basically I do. And currently, I am director in Shulni University's online education for the past 2 years. And my only aim is to whatever knowledge I have, the one thing which I believe in, if you have 30% of the knowledge and if you can impart it at your 100% of your abilities, you are doing a decent job. So that's that about me. And if you pay attention to today's session, everybody present over here will be a prompt engineer. That's my guarantee. And Dr. Manju, in my style of sessions, basically, it will be more of a practical demo, which I'll show you what's going on around the world of AI. And so that obviously, we will be discussing everything in between. But by the end of it, you will be in a frame of mind ki what is, acha, this is happening, and this is how I can use it for my betterment in my own field. Yeah. So that's
Right.
about it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amar Raj. I just know you as Amar Raj, and
Yeah.
I know that you have a lot of capabilities that I am not familiar with, but I'm so glad you could talk about them
Thank you.
to our scholars who are logged in.
Thank you.
Debarati, before you begin your conversation, would you like to say something? And meanwhile, I'm going to go off the screen, but I will come in when required. And everybody else, I would like you to be muted and also keep your videos off. Only later on, when we have the discussion, then you can switch on your videos and unmute. Right. So over to you, Debarati.
Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Singh, uh, take us as lay people, try to understand that we know nothing and
Okay.
instruct us accordingly. That's the
Sure.
first thing. And I will just begin by referring to something as a student of literature, the arts, so to say. I'll just tell you one thing that our basic idea of artificial intelligence perhaps came from something like a film, I, Robot, which was not actually based on what Isaac Asimov had written, but in the film, we learned that there was a crucial situation in which a robot could have saved a very young girl from getting drowned, but it calculated and it found out with the help of its intelligence that the small girl had a very little chance of survival. In contrast, it chose to help, and this person actually survived. He was a policeman, and he could never forgive the robot and that robot and all the robots for the rest of his life. So, our first brush with the idea of artificial intelligence, for many of us perhaps, it started with that film. So, it is about ethics, it is about the way in which we think, we calculate, and artificial intelligence might be completely different from that. So, would you please address our queries about this particular position?
Uh, can I directly start by showing you something?
Yes.
So I think that would be what I believe is uh, we should first understand what's going on around in the world of AI, practically what's going on. I have a small presentation also. So I'll just skim you through the slides of those presentations. I'll give a demo of something and then we can continue our discussion. I think that's what I like to proceed. I would like to proceed. So if you
Yes.
allow me to share my screen.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So I would like to show you two things. I hope you can see this screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can
Yes.
see this article. This is
Yes.
an
Yes.
article I wrote on LinkedIn, and this image also I generated with the help of AI. So this is you can go to my LinkedIn and you can read this article. And what actually happened was, me and my wife went to Best Tech Mall in Chandigarh. So very famous mall here in North India, Best Tech Mall, one of the famous malls. So we were shopping for our kids' clothing, one for my nephew and one for our own kid. So we were stuck at a t-shirt that I thought it's a mouse. My wife said it's a bear. So I'll show you that picture. This is it. So stay while it was actually a bear, but we were stuck at this point. Ki, what is this? So I just took my phone out of my, and this is, mind you, this is I think year back. The now the technology has advanced a lot. I'll show you. But I took out my phone. I just told my wife, let us ask Chat GPT. She said, are you crazy? You want a chatbot to tell us that this is a bear or a mouse? Meka, let's see what will happen. So I uploaded that picture and I asked, uh, does this t-shirt means you can see this that is it a bear or a mouse? So it gave me an answer that what actually it is. So then we wanted to pair it this another t-shirt with some shorts. So I asked again another question that does this go well with this alligator kind of a t-shirt? And I gave a prompt that you are an expert fashion designer, expert in the fashion sense for kids. So I'll tell you what is this actually. I will tell you what is the meaning of this. Why I told specifically act as something. So so it gave me an answer. Okay, we found ourselves holding a fluorescent t-shirt. Does this green t-shirt go with the navy blue shorts? Shorts. So the contrast between the bright green and navy blue is eye-catching yet balanced, making it fun, playful combination for children. So my wife, so there is a funny talk in between. So now I picked some camouflage shots. These match the playful vibe. So I did prompting back and forth to find a perfect pair. So by the end of it, we obviously, in one of my sessions, someone told me, what's the fun of this? We uh, Females are very good at fashion sense. Why do you need an AI to pick which is better for you or right for you? So I just what I would like to tell you over here is this example I wanted to show you. I use this technology in my daily life like this, so I get creative ideas how to implement it in various forms. I upgraded my tire size using chatting with AI. I did a lot of things. At the very moment, if I remember anything, so I use this AI to my benefit. So, and this article, in fact, you go and read this article. So, I had a comment here. This guy who commented here was the person who created all the technology in Shulni University. I hope I can find the reply here. Just a second. It's a very good reply. Comment over. Ha, Sachin, yeah. Fun read. You had me at, and I basked in the glow of that rare admission for the rest of the day. So this is a line which is written over here. Uh, I think I'll just show you what it is. At last, it is written, I think. Uh, So my wife said that, okay, maybe it wasn't such a stupid idea after all. And I basked in the glow of that rare admission for the rest of the day. Now, this Sachin asked me that, sir, you had me at it, and I basked at in the glow of that rare admission, left me wondering how much was AI and how much it was you. So my answer was, I am glad you enjoyed it. Let's say it was perfect collaboration between me and AI. I handled the storytelling. ChatGPT helped me add a little flair. Always fun blending creativity with tech. So this article also I wrote with the help of AI, but I knew my output. I wanted an article which was in a conversational language, which was easy to reach, which was fun. There should be a blend of humor, humorous line should be there, like I told you that line. So this was not a one shot prompt I gave and I gave it just spitted the article out. I had spent a lot of time in writing and refining and creating the output what I want. Being a non-writer, though I started writing a book 10 years back, it was still incomplete. But being a non-writing background, I could just pull this off with according to my own output, which I desired. So this is how creatively to improve my output, I used AI first to shop, then to write that article and post on LinkedIn. So I wrote a LinkedIn post because of using AI on my adventure. This using a text to image tool. So that was first example how I use AI in my personal life, creating content, creating LinkedIn posts for my LinkedIn account and other social media handles. So this is an example which I always quote first. And second thing which I would like to show you is in my PPT, I'll just tell you how this thing basically a basic of generative AI. I would want you to understand what is generative AI. AI is a huge word. AI, which is obviously, I start off this image also, I have created myself using AI. I gave some creative prompting. I want this image for my presentation to start in the beginning, and I wanted to show a tool. Why I showed it to you, I'll tell you that all. I'll come to that also. Couple of tools I'll show you, which are really a game changer for everybody. And one of them is game changer for anybody who wants their whole writings and whole they want to create their own GPT for free and just chat and create analysis, critical analysis on the work they are studying or reading. Maybe they have collected a bunch of papers or something like that. So I'll come to that also. But before that, I would like you to understand what AI is and what is the difference between generative AI and AI. So basically, AI refers to I don't go into the definitions because this session is more of a conversational kind of. So I'll explain briefly what it is. So basically, AI refers to machines capable of performing human tasks, which I told you how I perform the human task, writing an article, purchasing a shopping, helping in my shopping purchase using AI. So solving a problem. This was a problem for me, basically. It's a problem for me picking the right cloth. I am very bad at picking the cloth. My wife always gets angry at me that you spend 2 3 hours just picking one piece of cloth. So you are very bad at it. So that's why I said, okay, I'll use AI for that. So basically solving common problems. So AI is a broader field. Okay. Broader field is AI. Then machine learning, which is a subset of AI, it focuses on learning from data. So what kind of data? I'll just come to that. And generative means generating something new. Now, how this thing chat GPT, which came into the picture all of a sudden, it was not all of a sudden, it was many years before it was in the making. AI is the term coined since 1960s first. So generative means generating something new and how this chat GPT works. Just a broader overview for a layman. You just pick whole internet. Somebody picked up whole internet, which includes what? Written text, images, videos, content by Microsoft, content probably by your some blog article, content by Wikipedia, trash content, hate speeches, hate videos, misinformation. Everything was picked and a model was trained in a layman's language. Then they fine-tuned that model. They um, just understand that. Then they refined that model, putting some boundaries, removing some hate content. Then what happened? When you ask question to chat gpt, like if I ask question, what will be your answer? I need answer to this. If I randomly say in this meeting, Jack and Jill, what will you say? Give me the answer. Muted.
Went up the hill.
Obviously. Why?
Because we
Why?
have learned it in our nursery classes, so to say.
Yeah, yes, it has been, our mind has been trained by schools, teachers, by our parents. Jack and Jill went up the hill. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. So if you randomly say, come in a room, Jack and Jill, somebody will obviously say, went up the hill. Okay. So this is way how generative AI works. If you type, you ask a question, it has been trained on the patterns of language, text. This is called large language model. Chat GPT is a large language model trained on the text language and language, multiple languages. You can ask in any language. Okay. So it has been trained on language. Okay, so that's why it is called large, very big, large. So what happens when you say Jack and Jill? So it has been trained and it predicts the next word. What is the probability of Jack and Jill went and Jack and Jill go, or Jack and Jill something else? So highest probability is of went. All right, I am just making a layman's outline of all the probability and maths. So it predicts the next word. So went ke baad what will come? Jack and Jill went up the then hill. There will be 10 words, and out of 10, the highest probability will come the next one. So predicts the next word. Okay. So similarly, when you ask a question, so it follows a formula: trash in, trash out. The good your question is, you'll get a good answer. The bad your question is, you'll get a worst answer. So this is how it works. So you have to frame your questions right. And ChatGPT told us, it uncovered a truth for us as humans, that we humans do not know how to ask questions. Be it in our schools, be it everywhere, anywhere you see, we don't know how to ask the right question. In our schools, unfortunately, there were few teachers that, oh, stupid question, sit down. How can you ask this question? This is not right. So in home also, it sometimes happen. We snub our children. क्या क्या फालतू का सवाल कर रहा है यार? What are you doing? This is not correct. So I am just, it's on the lighter side of it, but framing the right question is important, and how to frame the right question, that AI will tell you. Okay, so that is basically how the AI gets trained, and it generates your answers when you put a question, and it generates word by word. You have heard of DeepSeek was in very much limelight right now. It was a model by China. So there are a lot of constraints put on China. The these AI tools work on GPUs, graphics cards, costly GPUs. So US put sanctions on China that you cannot utilize graphics card of produced in NVIDIA and AMD are the two makers of graphics cards. So what they did, when you have when you have restrictions, so your ingenuity comes out. So what they did, instead of predicting a word, they use a sentences, and it what happens in generating the next sentence, their compute power went down by 70%, and accuracy went only down by, I think, 5-6%, something like that. So this is, and they made it free and available offline. Any model you want to use for free, you just download it. You should have just 1.5 lakh graphics card with you. Everything is free in the world of AI. And I quote, and I am using this word, people talk that it will create harm, it will create this, that. Everything is uncensored. If you have a graphics card, you download it. It is a simple process. LM Studio install karo, download, upload the large language model, and run it offline. Everything offline you can run, and if there is an update, download again and again run it offline. So we all have to be aware what's going on, how it is being utilized in our various fields. Okay, so that was basically how it works, and it generates new content. What it generates, I'll just quickly show you what it generates and what I was able to pull off. Just watch this. So this video was generated using this single prompt. An extreme close-up shot of an ant emerging from its nest. Camera pulls back, revealing a neighborhood beyond the hill. So the model used for runway Gen 3 Alpha. So this is again another example. I'll show you examples. First, I'll show you all the practical examples which are there. So this is a very popular movie series. So people who would like to watch may remember. Kids love this. This is Iron Man 4 by Marvel Studios. And what I did with this video, you just see here. Anybody can make an animation movie today. Just film yourself and convert it into animated video content. This is
How do
called
you do
video
that?
style transfer.
How do you
Pardon?
do that?
Uh,
How do you do that?
Ghibli,
There are tools for that, which you upload your video content and it can transfer it to any style you want.
We've been
I have
hearing
a
about
list.
Ghibli also. Ghibli, Ghibli.
yes, we have been talking about it lately. In fact, today morning at the department, and uh, this is something I was thinking of. See, we have seen advertisements of so costly, uh, these are very costly things which can tell you that you can use Greek yogurt instead of something else if you're trying to cook, etc. And against that, you have something like DeepSeek. So there seems to be a kind of polarization. I mean, who would want to pay a lot of money if you can get it for free? So anything that we can think of in terms of the of how to use these things
Pay.
in
Sorry,
daily life.
sorry to cut you. Sorry to cut you. Pay for what? I don't get it. Pay for what?
Uh, we have seen advertisements on television, for example, that
Uh-huh.
you need to pay a lot of money for a
True.
monthly or a smaller subscription amount. And
Uh-huh.
the artificial intelligence, for example, Gemini, I think, will give you
Hmm.
answers. Even to answers or problems related to your cooking, your daily life, anything.
Okay.
So I was thinking of the costs involved, and I was also thinking of you talked about DeepSeek, which is free for all over the
Lot
world.
of
So,
yeah. Everything is
mm,
free right now.
mm,
There are paid subscriptions. I'll show you. I'll take an example of a very famous English novelist, and I want to show you those two tools are from Google, and it will really help you guys who want to do critical analysis, who want to do anything related to anything literature, basically writing or extracting information from something. So those are also free tools. ChatGPT is also free. It's obviously it has some capping in the number of messages. There is Grok, there is Qwen, there is Gemini. There are 100 tools which are free. The free version is so has so much in for you that if you just know what basic things I would want to cover in this session, a basic prompt engineering formula I will give you towards the end. If you just note that down and understand why it is so. You can use any image, text, or video or text generation tool, and here you can do anything. There is a very big term called prompt engineering, which is made. It is I have made a full gist in 4 lines. If you understand, you will be a prompt engineer, and you can use any tool which is free. So, shall I proceed? I think my presentation
Yes,
will
please.
answer a lot of your questions if I go to the demo part of it. First, let me run through what I did, then how will I do that I'll show it to you after
Yes,
this.
please. Carry on.
And in between, you can stop me, no worries. So this is a text to image, which was created using creating prompting. Again, using this prompt, this iPhone image using this prompt. And I created, see, a Ferrari-like car flying over moon, realistic shot. And again, some realistic shots I wrote. So I'll tell you what is required in this age of AI. I'll tell you and you will agree to it. First, tell me which one is AI, left or right? Any answers from anybody?
Possibly both.
Both? Okay. Any other answer, left or
Would
right?
you say that AI generated photos are more realistic than real pictures? That might be a hint we would require.
One image is AI in this. That's all that's what my question is. Can
Okay.
you detect AI with
Uh,
your eyes? No. Okay,
right
I'll
one?
tell you.
Right
Right one
one?
is AI. Right one
Yeah.
is AI. And this one, this image is 1 year old. 1 year old. Now we have such tools, and I'll show you an example of a video which I was able to pull it off. So it generates near to realistic content just based upon how you give your prompts. So, what is required in this age of AI to teach our children's? Creativity, you want to teach. You want to teach problem solving, critical thinking, and obviously, it is now in any language. It can chat in any language, but English language. That's it. You want to teach, and AI. These are the 4, 5 skills which you have to teach your children or yourself to learn anything, solve any problem creatively by analyzing things using these tools. Okay. So I would want to show you something which will again answer one of your questions. Let me see. Where is it? Okay. Towards the end, I'll show you. Uh, okay. Just allow me to. Can you see the screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll show you an image, few images. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yes.
I created this image using AI tools. So I'll tell you what is this. All AI, and why I am creating this, I'll show you.
Oh.
Just watch these 4, 5 images, then I'll show you what I am doing. Rest of the content actually is in. This is an image. See, this is another image. So this is a short video I am making wherein a father and a baby panda are trekking to Mount Everest, and they are attacked by 2 wolves. And the baby panda, there is an avalanche, and baby panda rolls down like a football, and it gets into formation of a ball, and rolls down. So what I did, I created a story. I prompted AI. I generated images in Chat GPT in a particular style, realistic. Now I am using some AI tool to convert this into movie. You saw that image wherein the panda was covered in snow, and this is the video of that. See. So these are 5 second videos. So I'll have all the clips, but rest of them are in my phone. I have all
So
the
how do you
clips.
create them?
They're,
How do
they're,
you
they're
create
very
them?
cute.
I created using images using ChatGPT, and in ChatGPT there is Sora in the paid version, or in your free version. Sorry, in for videos we have Kling.ai. We have Kling. We have a lot of bunch of other tools, which you just upload your image, give a prompt, and it gets converted into. I think I can show you if you want. If
Yes,
you
Mm-hmm.
please.
if you
Yes.
Yes.
So what I am doing here is I am uh, creating a story, and the story which I have created, I'll convert it into what do you call text to audio using 11 labs. Okay. So this is the this thing. I'll just go to my assets. See, these are the videos which I created. There is a superhero which saves them. This superhero comes and saves them. Both pandas waving goodbye to the superhero who is going up in the sky. I uploaded the image and I prompted AI that both pandas are waving to the superheroes. It's getting loaded. So basically, now it jumps up in the sky. So it has converted into AI. These both are here. What they are doing, they are climbing. It's shown that they are climbing the hill from the first image. Both climbing uphill. All right. So this way you can convert everything into video. So this is another image I created. I used this and I added a background music to it. And then I have posted this also. And I created that music using AI, Suno AI. I would want to show you that also to create your own music. I think, is this any question so far related to this particular thing?
No, it's fascinating. Yeah.
Shall I
Yes.
proceed?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
Yes.
please go on. I don't have that much time to tell you exact process, but I'll definitely give you a glimpse and a formula to utilize this in any tool you want. It will take just 15 minutes towards the end. First, I want to show you what all is there in store for you. A lot of stuff is there which is useful, but I will start by this. I will tell you what is role prompting and how it is important. Act as an expert songwriter. Now see what I am doing. Act as an expert songwriter. Write a song on Mark Twain, the novelist. Also give me the style of music suitable for the same to convert it into song using Suno AI software. There is a software called Suno. If you have heard about it, have you heard of
No.
Suno?
No.
Okay.
No.
This is next level. You will enjoy really. Let me just show you. So I added this prompt first. I'll tell you what I am doing here. Act as an expert. This is the formula. I will explain it to you. But first, I'll just hit enter. See, now this is my optimized prompt. You are an expert songwriter. You means the AI. AI. I'm talking to AI. All right. So you are an expert songwriter and lyricist. Write a powerful lyrical song rich about Mark Twain, the legendary American novelist. Song should reflect his personality. Iconic works like Adventures of Tom Sawyer, his wit, his XYZ. Tone should be thoughtful. Structure should be this. And suggested music style is folk, rock, or Americana. Acoustic guitar evokes 19th century America. Blah blah blah. Whatever. I'll just say execute. I am not creating a prompt. AI is creating a prompt for me. I don't need to create a prompt now. I should know how to create a prompt using AI and then how to create a output using that prompt. I did this in front of you. See, so this is a song. So I'll copy this song. There is verses going on. Okay. Down by the Mississippi where the paddle. See, before debating on any technology, let us first understand what is going on in that technology. Let's go to the deep of it. And in the next level, we are on this level ground to debate whether this is useful or not. So we should first know how the negative things are done, how the positive things are done. All right. So I created this song and I'll create a song. I'll go to Suno AI, suno.com. So there are two ways in which you can create a song, just writing a line. I will do that later. First, I will click on custom. I will paste my this thing called uh,
River of words.
verse. I think verse, verse, bridge, chorus. Okay. Now, style of music. ChatGPT has given me that style. Where is it? Style of music. What is the style?
Folk rock
Uh,
or Americana?
Folk rock, American. Let's see if it will not take names of the singers. You just have to put the style in. So let me put just this much. Enter style. Let's see. And uh, create. So it will create two songs. It can create in Hindi, Punjabi, English. I've tried these three. Uh, you can try yourself. So we have a song. Do tell me if you hear the audio or not. Here's the lyrics. You're getting the audio?
No,
No, I can't hear the audio.
no,
You cannot
no,
hear the song.
no.
Okay, just give me a second. I'll download and play in my this thing called player. Download anyway, neat version. Okay. Probably some restrictions in audio sharing of this thing, Mac. Just give me a second. It is really wonderful. You have to wait for this thing. Just a second. Download.
So what happens to songwriters and lyricists? They all go out of jobs.
So this is the question I was expecting. Now, there are songwriters. What are they doing actually who have gone to the depth of who have understood what this thing is? So they are, see, if you have a song in your mind, if you have written something, you know the style of music you want to create, you just put it in, create a rough version of it, then people are building upon that. They are now then singing themselves after that. And then using those style of music and instruments, they are recreating it. They are using it as a platform to bring out their creativity. I can show you some videos also on that specific thing. Yeah, it has been downloaded. One of has been downloaded. I'll just play that. Then we'll continue. Now tell me if you hear that or not. Allow multiple files. Save, save, cancel. Second. Okay, open. I think it will open in my browser player then. Now you're able to hear the music?
No,
No?
no.
Okay, let me just check the sound settings, or then I'll drop this in your chat box.
So,
Just a sec.
so please click the play button, I guess, in the Apple Music option.
Yeah, I clicked the play button, but I don't know why. See, I'm clicking the play button. Okay, wait, just a second. I'll share the
Share it
app.
again with the share sound.
Let me see now. Now, is it playing?
No,
No?
no.
I don't know what is going on. Sound settings. Probably some sound is not getting shared. Uh, Sound. Output MacBook AirPods Pro.
Uh,
Just a
wh- while
second.
while you clicked on the share option, shared screen option, there is an option of sharing with sound and without sound. I think you clicked it without sound. So
Okay, just a second. Let me again. Here.
you can stop sharing and start again with sound. There might be an option there
Oh,
when you
he's not
start again.
sharing now. Amar
I
Raj
have
is not sharing.
share
You
sound.
share it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you are right. Okay, okay. To share your audio, please install Zoom audio device. Oh. Okay, wait. I'll share it through this browser. Sorry, this player. Share sound. Uh, hmm. Now tell me if it's audible or not. Where the paddle boats
Yes.
glide, a
Yes.
boy with a notebook watched the river wide. He dreamed of Tom Sawyer with a twinkle in his eye, and Huck with his raft neath the freedom-loving sky. He wore a white suit, okay, but
I'll
his
just
thoughts were bold. Spoke. I'll
got it,
just
got
share
it.
the whole browser again if it's audible now. A second. I think now it will play directly in the browser. There are two versions of it. Now just tell me if it's audible or not.
Yes.
So here is the lyrics. Right side you can see. Down by the Mississippi, where the paddle boats glide, a boy with a notebook watched the river wide. He dreamed of Tom Sawyer with a twinkle in his eye, and Huck with his raft neath the freedom loving. People are making songs with AI and they are putting it on various platforms and they are getting monetized also. So this is what is going on around. So we should be at
And
least aware.
they are called by universities and they are given a fat fee of several lakhs when they're just using chat GPT.
So yeah,
Oh,
see,
so
ChatGPT must understand it is a tool. It is a 24/7 assistance or a teaching assistant all by side you or an intern, which after all, see, for example, I'll tell you what's going on. People email me for leave. So huge email. I can now detect AI with my naked eyes. So first line is, I hope you are doing well. AI.
Yes,
First line
yes.
AI. So they do not use it actually how it should be used. So what they do, dear sir, I hope you are doing well. So I would like to bring to your notice that I am going on leave. I am so hardworking. I am so this blah blah blah. I will ensure my creativity XYZ. पूरी कहानी लिखी होगी बड़ी and at the end it will be written, so please grant me leave. Anything which takes left less than 5 minutes, you should not use AI. So how I use AI, I'm not that good in English and writing. I make mistakes in grammar. So I create always create a draft of my email, and in your Edge browser, if you can see here, in your Edge browser, AI is integrated. Right side, you click here, it's Microsoft Copilot. So here you can create images. This is Chat GPT based Microsoft Copilot. So here you can uh, create images and see, create summary, expand on this topic. This is also freely available. So I just write few bullet points for my email, who's that email for, and what is the purpose and what is the tone. I write this email in a professional formal tone, and if I see that it is more AI written, then give it back to AI. Please convert it into more human written, non little less formal, and it will convert, and do not expand or add anything on your own. It will not add anything extra on its own. So this is how you should use AI. And these are the songs which I created a lot of songs in English, Hindi. These are some uh, uh, the sleep kind of music. I created lo-fi songs, just instrumental. So this is an instrumental, couple of instrumental music I created using some creative prompting, which actually helped AI helped me in creating that creative prompting. Okay, so this was about how it is helping in music. Now, next two things which I would want you to focus on is how it will help you in your literature. So that's the, I think, most important part of it. And I have a list of tools which I use, hand-picked tools, and I have published a Notion web page, and I will share this with you. And I keep on updating this list, adding upon the request. So somebody told me PhD कर रही हूँ उसके लिए कोई tool बताओ someone. So like I will add some tools for you also. Like there is pseudo write. Pseudo write is a tool which people use to write novels. So it helps you to write novels, how it creates the character. So this is also another point of discussion. So we can discuss some other day. But I will show you one thing I would want you to focus on. This is very good tool called Notebook LM by Google. Now see what it does. Quickly, I'll tell you. I'll click on, you log in with your Google account. It is free. Click on create new notebook. Now, here what happens is if you click on add sources, here you can add 50 sources, and those sources can be website, YouTube videos, your own copied text, Google Slide, or Google Docs. So I have already kept downloaded, what do you call, two books, but supported PDF, which I'll upload. I'll choose file. I'll show you how, where, from where I downloaded those books. Uh, Sorry. Sorry, I should have got this. Yeah. Mark Mark Twain, Roughing It and Moments with Mark Twain. So I have these two books which I will upload here. So let these be uploaded. If this get accepted, so you'll get something out of it. I'll add another source, a YouTube video link. So I have already listed few YouTube videos. So Mark Twain, the early years, biographical documentary. I'll do is I'll copy the link of this YouTube video. I'll copy this and I'll paste it in my notebook. Where is my notebook? Here it is. Yeah. Paste. Where is paste? Yeah. Insert. Okay. I'll pick another documentary. Copy link. Directly I'll copy link. Sorry. Hide meeting controls. Okay. So I will go to my notebook again. Just watch, it is really uh, game changing, this thing. If you don't know this thing, so you are missing out on something incredible. Even for the people who know AI, I was just like this. I my just it was jaw dropping to see what these two tools could do. I will show you another one also. So I think I am going over my schedule time, Dr. Manju.
But we are all riveted. We are riveted, absolutely.
Okay. So if you can
Oh,
allow me, so I'll take few minutes more. I think 15 minutes more I
yeah.
could take.
And
So,
I also want you to tell me how we can generate a short video for sessions, these online sessions. Like you saw the video in the beginning, that is very amateur and that was made by me. I don't know any of these sites, any of these links.
okay.
I would not work them. Perhaps you could tell us.
I think that would need another session on specifically this thing, video.
Right,
Yeah, it's not possible to cover here. So we can have another one after this.
right.
Just
So,
for
ma'am, could we have part one and part two? This is part one and part two to come.
sure. So please let's just focus over here first, then let's move ahead. So I uploaded two PDFs I downloaded and two videos on Mark Twain. Okay. So now what happens here is here you can now this is just see 50 documents and links you can upload. Now this is your own chat GPT, but from your own data. Imagine you are having your own PDFs, your own handwritten, your own notes, your own Word documents, whatever you have on produced or from some other sources, just like I have. You just add it here. Now it's your own GPT. Now you talk to your own content. See what you can do, there are presets over here. So there is a study guide. I'll click on study guide. Then I can click on uh, briefing doc. Okay. Then FAQs, timeline. See what will happen. I have clicked on both of these things. Also, a mind map. Now you'll see amazing things.
What is mind map?
I'll show you. It will be live example. First, I'll show you mind map itself. Just click on. There is a website called Miro, which people use to create mind maps, but this tool creates automatically. This was done manually before.
Mhm.
So this is mind map. If you can see on the screen. So moments with Mark Twain and roughing it. So it has taken this title for the mind map. Now, if I go here, so travel observations. So suppose you are teaching something. So first topic you want to cover is travel observations. Okay. Now we'll move to travel observations of Mark Twain. So, okay. So what does it has? Venice, decay versus moonlight glory, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Palestine, desolate landscape, whatever. If I don't know, I'll click over here and it will give a question itself. Discuss what these sources say about Venice decay versus moonlight glory in the larger context of travel observations. You can see that now it has given you the answer with the citation. And what is the citation? If you click here, see, if you click on this citation, it will go to the sources. What are those sources? Which I added two videos and two PDFs. So these are those sources, and it will highlight I have taken this line from this source. So you can see that this is giving you an answer from your own content which you have uploaded. It is not taking any reference from anywhere else. All right. So this is an answer it has given to us. You can save this note. You can click and save this note. Okay. So that's what mind map is. So this is how you can use it in your teaching also. People use it in teaching, and people create it using tools like Miro, and manually it is being created. You can export it as a PDF. So that won't help. PDF picture won't help. So the mind map is always shown like this live. I think there is no other option to expand this mind map, or probably I haven't explored, but you can explore it yourself. All right. So next I'll move. So this one thing I will show you. This is called deep dive conversation. So you can type in focus on specific topics from your sources to cover in this conversation, but I'll just, because of lack of time, I'll click generate, and we'll wait for that it to get generated. Till then we'll see what else we have. So I clicked on few other things here also. So this is timeline of main events. See, the travels and observation likely spanning periods of years. Venice, Constantinople, then Palestine, Egypt, Lake, whatever it is, I cannot pronounce, Nevada. So it has given timeline. Now you can chat further. You can, I don't know ना questions, मुझे नहीं पता ना इसके questions क्या हो सकते हैं, but you can chat yourself. So Mark Twain's observation FAQs. What are the most impressions of different geographical locations, particularly cities? So it has given you FAQs and answers to these FAQs. Then what else we have? We have study guide. So these are questions short and with answers and key terms. Okay. So sorry. So here, these are the presets which you have. Now you can start chatting. Here also it will give you tentative questions which you can ask. Describe Twain's evolving perspective on European art. Or you can right now tell me a question which I can ask. How did silver mining boom impact Nevada's society? So, okay, let's take this question. Describe Twain's evolving perspective on European art. And it will take those sources which you have selected. See, you can deselect the source also. You can deselect here. So, Mark Twain's perspective on European art evolves from initial nativity and skepticism to more nuanced appreciation, though not without his characteristic wit and critical observation. So, it has given me answers from my own with citations. So, I can click and go. So, from where it has given me the answers, and our conversation is ready. This is mind blowing, literally. And the next, one more thing which has been added, interactive mode. This is more out of the world. Just see.
You've sent us such a captivating collection of writings, and as we dive in, it's immediately clear we're stepping into a truly unique perspective. At the heart of it all, is the unmistakable voice of Mark Twain.
Exactly. Your sources paint this incredible picture, spanning continents and offering insights into everything from the rugged American West to the, ancient wonders of the Mediterranean. Our goal in this deep dive is to really extract the most compelling observations and understandings from these texts, giving you a concentrated view of the world's Twain experience.
Right. Think of it as your personal shortcut to getting a real feel for these times and places. We're going to trace his journey from those bumpy rides on the overland stage across America to his encounter.
A real frontier town.
And then that casual anecdote about.
Now see what will happen. Hey there. Hi.
You've said us such a. Hey there. Want to share your thoughts on this?
I am unable to understand what you are talking about Mark Twain in this conversation. Can you explain briefly?
Thank you for letting us know. Absolutely.
Yes, we've been diving into some writings that really showcase the world through the eyes of Mark Twain.
Think of him as a very keen and witty observer of the 19th century.
He traveled quite a bit and wrote about his adventures and the people he met.
So when we mention his name, we're usually referring to his... Yep, go on.
I am 5 years old. So please explain it to my level. Create a story around it which I can easily relate to. You understand?
Oh, hello there. It's so nice to have you listening.
Yes, a very special hello to you. It's great you're joining us.
So you want to know about Mark Twain in a way that's easy for you to understand.
Think of Mark Twain like a storyteller from a long, long time ago.
He was like a friendly uncle who traveled around and saw lots of interesting things.
And then he wrote funny and exciting stories about what he saw.
Some of these stories were about big adventures in faraway places.
Like going on a bumpy stagecoach, which is like a horse-drawn bus way out west.
Imagine going on a really long car ride with lots of mailbags.
He even wrote about speedy horseback riders delivering letters super fast.
Like a delivery person on a very fast Tony.
He also saw funny animals, like a coyote that always Oh, go for it.
You have the idea what was in this book, Tom Sawyer?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, you know about Tom Sawyer. That's wonderful.
Yes, that's one of the really fun stories he wrote.
It's about a young boy who has lots of adventures.
He lives in a town by a big river, the Mississippi.
And he gets into all sorts of playful trouble.
So I hope you understand why I told you that this is really game.
Amar,
Yeah.
Amar, ask them one question. Let's see if they can answer. What does Tom Sawyer say about work and play? The difference between work and play.
Okay. I'll tell you what if the chalo, let's ask. Ruko.
With his friends.
Remember when we talked about why?
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
What does Tom Sawyer talk about work and play? What is the difference?
That's a really good question.
Yes, Tom Sawyer definitely has some interesting ideas about that.
Remember when Tom was supposed to whitewash the fence?
Oh, yes. Instead of just doing it, he made it seem like fun.
Exactly. He pretended it was a special job.
So the other boys wanted to do it too, like it was play.
So for Tom, work became play when he changed how people saw it.
And for the boys he tricked, what started as maybe play became work.
What's fascinating here is how Mark Twain showed that the same thing
could feel like something you have to do or something you want to do.
It really depends on how you look at it, doesn't it?
It makes you think about.
I think you got the idea what this tool is and what it can do. There every day AI is changing. See, new feature added I saw just now, discover sources. It was not there yesterday. So write something you would like to learn about. So now they are constantly evolving, and it is picking some things from my I don't know, literary journalism related to what I am asking probably. So you have to explore these things yourself. Okay. So
Amar, can we talk about the question of ethicality now before we close?
Okay.
The ethics involved.
And I had a very small question. This is about something Bill Gates and Elon Musk had said in recent times, that for some time Bill Gates said that a great doctor or a great teacher might be necessary, but sooner or later the AI has the potential to replace all of us, and it will be giving free medical advice and free tutoring and Nobody would require a teacher any longer. And Elon Musk went further and said, none of us will have a job. So, with the kind of things that you have been showing us, our research scholars will find it very helpful, we understand. But what happens to our jobs?
Okay, it's an question which is cropping up since ChatGPT became democratized. Basically, AI became democratized in 2022. It was very much costlier to generate this kind of stuff. To create something like this, you have to create your own model for that, first of all. Second thing, related to medical, you talked about, na? What there was a thing which you talked
Yes,
about, medical.
yes.
So I
Hmm.
will give you two examples. This is a article which there must be somewhere bookmarked in my this tab. I'll find out. So there was this mother. So um, her child had some rare disease which neurological disease which doctors could not detect. So she had went to multiple doctors, 5 6 doctors. So what she did is she uploaded all the tests done and advices given by doctors, uploaded it in this thing called chat gpt, and then took the advice from that thing and asked that, oh, should I go about? This is a disease which these are the symptoms. Not Chat GPT detected that and guided that go to the doctor and tell this is the disease. Doctor really went for that and he detected the disease, neurological disease, or uska ilaj hua, or he got the child got better after that. Second thing, doctors scribble a lot. They write medicines just like anything. So I upload those prescriptions because they want. I'm sorry, but probably they want them to purchase from their own hospital or nearby chemist. I upload those prescriptions and I get the exact prescription answer. So related to jobs, see, I posted this on my LinkedIn. If you can go and you can find out somewhere very 2 years back. So there is an image wherein all the when ATM machines were launched, all the tellers which sat on the counter went to strike. When calculators were launched, all the mathematics teachers went to strike. ATM machine tellers told that our jobs are gone. But what happened? The tellers are now not required. Now they are doing other kind of job. The people have replaced those who know computers, those who are doing insurance, credit cards, some other things. Credit cards are new age thing. Okay, so they are selling credit cards now. So it is a disruptive tech. Let us accept that electricity was a disruptive tech. Then internet was a disruptive tech. Internet came and people said the same thing. टाइपराइटर्स जो टाइप राइटिंग करते थे ना, वो कहते हैं अब हमारी जॉब गई, अब हम क्या करेंगे, वी विल नॉट एक्सेप्ट दिस कंप्यूटर. My mother is an example. She went she sent other people's for computer training, but she said I will not get trained. I am comfortable with my typewriter. Eventually she was retiring in a couple of years, so that's why she didn't went. But people have to change and adapt to the technology and find out ways how you can utilize this for your benefit. Now, in one of my sessions, I have so many examples to answer your question. One of my session, I met a girl, and she said she was a counselor, academic counselor in a very good school. She said that my brother is a BSc graduate and he is working from home and getting वन $200,000 ईयर. और उसका काम है क्रिएटिव प्रॉम्प्टिंग करके, जिस भी फील्ड में उसने कंपनी ने उसको जिस फील्ड में किया है, सो उस फील्ड में यूजिंग प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग एंड गेटिंग द वर्क डन यूजिंग एआई. दैट्स इट. वर्क फ्रॉम होम. So companies need people to use AI. So we have to find out our own way to use AI. And uh, people will not like this, but stop asking this question about losing our job. Rather, how to use it ethically and in a correct way, which may not jeopardize our own whatever we are doing. That's the one thing. Initially, Amazon में क्या हुआ था? Employees uploaded their secret documents in Chat GPT. See, whatever you upload, now Ghibli style question came up. Now people are doing what they are doing. They are uploading their own photographs into Chat GPT and converted into Ghibli style. So do you know what happens with your photo? It goes to their database. Their people can look into it. They train using your picture. Some other things they train. Everything is getting trained. What you feed in. You have to be cautious. Whatever you feed in, the AI model gets trained. And in Chat GPT, the paid plan, they say they don't train. Enterprise plan, no, they don't train. And otherwise, you download a model, purchase a graphics card, and run it offline. So I think that's all I have to say on this question. Ethics, we have to decide what is ethical for us. I have I have a lot of things which if I show you, you can write novels using those tools like pseudo write. You can write full length books. I have a flow chart workflow wherein how you can brainstorm your first idea and then start writing a book with the help of AI. I think that's that.
There's been a question, I think, in the chat box. There is this comment from Neeraj
Okay.
that came in long ago.
Okay. Neeraj,
I think in the course of conversation, Amar Raj has already dealt with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I show you something before we wrap up?
Yes,
Okay, if
sir.
it's too long, yeah.
There is a question on creativity, so I think not that creative, but still I want to show you. I think I have stopped staring. Okay, okay. I'll just wind up after this. This is the last. Okay, if we don't have any more questions, I think I have gone overboard a lot. So
we were all spellbound.
I just
But you
want
know,
yeah.
What does one do when students use Chat GPT for their thesis writing? Then it gets a little dicey.
We have to teach children how to use it. See, when ChatGPT was launched, few teachers made a mandatory AI policy in class. So they have to bring their laptops and ChatGPT to the class, and they started using it collaboratively. They wrote an essay, they brainstorm upon the ideas. I did okay. It will again go overboard, but in a short 2 lines, I was in an AI debate in a very famous school in Chandigarh. The judges were an entrepreneur from Chandigarh, IBM's executive, I think senior level executive, and me. So I used AI live over there to assess the students, critically analyze those their written essays according to the format and everything provided by the school. And then I asked the student who was speaking against, he said, these points are right. So, but I did myself also. I used that as a tool. I did myself, I compared, and then I gave the result. So, this is
But
another.
you see,
Yeah.
now it is possible to detect which text is AI generated.
I will tell you a tool. You just go to that undetectable.ai. I'll tell you two tools. Originality. You put your text in originality, it will tell you 95% AI. I will tell you undetectable.ai. Copy that text, put it in undetectable, click button, copy that text, put it back in originality, 100% human, 95% human. Now tell me what you will do. See, it's not the question of AI or not AI. It's the question now. These essays are, I think I must not say this in English audience. They are dead. Essays are dead. But we have to find out ways how to use creatively in our own environment and class.
Ishtiak has a
Storytelling.
question. Ishtiak, why don't you switch on your video? Yeah.
I wanted to show you.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, as far as I could understand, when it comes to utilitarian information and objective information, I think AI is the best. When it comes to creativity, there is no AI. I mean, the problem is for master students who use their answers. I mean, we don't expect much creativity from them or new research from them. But when they are getting fed by the already available content, the whole fact, that there could create something new. Like, for example, obviously you could find a lot of information on what Mark Twain wrote or, what he wanted to say. But can AI create another Mark Twain? I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. So when it comes to creativity, I mean, this is my opinion. If you could say something on this.
See,
I think if you give the right prompts,
I
if you
asked,
give the
I told you in the beginning that AI is not here to replace you or replace Mark Twain. AI is your assistant. You have to take it as your laptop or typewriter, which you had when it was launched. You have to take it and use it judiciously. You see, when there was no computers or हैंड रिटन, जब हैंड रिटन पेपर होते हैं तो बच्चे नकल मारते हैं ना, तब भी जब कंप्यूटर्स आए, computers were here, AI proctoring exams are going on. I met a guy from Chitkara, sir, we have bypassed the AI proctoring. हमने कोडिंग से बाईपास कर दिया है, अब हमारी बस इमेज दिख रही है, अब हम कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. We have done that level of thing. So everybody will find out a way to circumvent these things, but we have to find out how to. Up, see, I showed you notebook LM. You teach your children, just bring in your own PDFs and notes, put it over there, and now chat and find out, brainstorm what particular. I don't know how you do that in your English language. I am not expert in
but
that.
the same thing will be used by artificial intelligence for other people also, right?
I was thinking of the Turing test, for example. That
Yeah.
that was there long ago, and are
Yeah.
we still in the same position?
See, all I can say over here is for everybody present over here, whatever I told you, just practice that first before debating further. So, creativity, I think I am not that creative, but I would definitely like to show you something and end over there. Just, just a 30 seconds clip I wanted to show you. I think you can see my screen.
Yes.
So,
Shinzo was a lively, chubby boy, living in the beautiful village of Shirakawa, nestled among lush green mountains and rice fields in Japan. With his rosy cheeks, bright eyes, and an innocent grin, he was the apple of his parents' eyes. However, Shinzo had a habit of shirking responsibilities. Instead of going to school, he would wander the village, playing and indulging in treats. His parents, though loving, were often too lenient, leaving Shinzo undisciplined. One sunny day, Shinzo was out flying his butterfly-shaped kite, a creation he had made himself. The vibrant kite soared high into the sky, its colors reflecting his carefree spirit. But suddenly, a gust of wind yanked the string from his hands, and the kite disappeared over the horizon, landing atop a distant, grand house. Determined to retrieve it, Shinzo trudged toward the house. It was an old, magnificent structure surrounded by overgrown gardens. Inside, he found an elderly craftsman, a former kite master who had retired to live in solitude. The man, kind yet stern, asked Shinzo why he was there. Shinzo explained, "I lost my kite, and I want it back." The man nodded but said, "If you want it, you must first learn the value of hard work." He offered to help Shinzo build a new, even better kite, but only if Shinzo would assist him with his daily chores. Reluctantly, Shinzo agreed. Over the next several days, Shinzo worked tirelessly, sweeping the dusty house, tending the gardens, and learning the art of kite making from the old man. It wasn't easy.
Okay, I'll stop it here. It will bore you guys. So all I wanted to show you is this short video. To make this, it took a hell lot of creativity, hell lot of time, how to create a storyline that is consistent, how to create images, those are consistent, how it should not be boring. A lot of things it took, I think, 3 weeks for me to pull this out. Obviously, using a lot of AI tools, different AI tools, some paid, some free. So in the age of AI, you have to find out how to be creative and how to copy anything. It's very easy. but how to be creatively create anything using AI. That's what you should find out. I can show you how to write a book using a pre-made template in one click. You can just click on and you can create a book. But I can also show you how to make this thing, because one of my relative has written a book using AI as a tool. अपनी बुक लिखी ही एज अ टूल लेके, उसका असिस्टेंट लेके लिखी है, कॉपी नहीं करवाया कुछ भी। नॉन फिक्शन बुक है, एक Amazon उस पे अवेलेबल है। तो आई थिंक दैट्स ऑल आई हैव टू से।
Sir, you're a mechanical engineer, and the way you have shown us the short videos about the panda uh, parent and child, and this one, there is nothing mechanical about it. You are so very full of creativity. We can see that. And AI has been a very able assistant to you. We could understand that so very well as students of literature. Uh, we are always dealing with the arts, the humanities.
Yeah.
And from that point of view, actually, we are so grateful to you. Ma'am will agree perhaps that uh, uh, we are thanking her as well for permitting us to listen to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, so you can see everyone is switching on their videos.
Yeah.
They're switching on their videos to say thank you to you, Dr. Amar Raj Singh.
Thank you so
And
much.
it has really been mind-blowing. But the questions, there are still lots of questions that keep coming to our mind, and probably we would like to have you again with us sometime. Meanwhile, why don't you all those people who have logged in now and those who will be listening to the recording later on, why don't you just list all the questions and the doubts that you have so that, we can just put them together and ask Amar Raj to address them the next time he is with us.
That would be a great idea. That would be a great idea. You just put your questions down, and before asking a question, go back and whatever I showed you, just use those, fiddle it around with all these tools and do something creative out of it, and then put your question down. So, yeah.
So, sir, you have been a great teacher that way. We have learned a lot from you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So with that, we come to the end of this session. Thank you very much to Amar Raj Singh and to Debarati, and also to all the people who are logged in. And we are going to meet again not too long from now.